and welcome to a very special and inaugural episode of Off Script Cinemas. The name is a working title. Off Script at the movies, Off Script films, something along those lines. Anyway, this is going to be my channel's very first movie reaction / review. This comes from a friend of mine, Honey420. What up, girl? Thank you for the recommendation. This movie is called The Purple People Eater from 1988. So I would have been 4 years old when this movie came out, 3 or 4 years old. It's an hour and a half. It's got a 4.6 out of 10 on IMDb. I grew up in the 80s, so I'm familiar with the folk song that came out, One-Eyed, One-Eared, Flying Purple People Eater. And I'm obviously presuming and assuming this movie is based off of that character. I've never seen this movie before, so that part is exciting. I do believe it might be a musical, which doesn't really win a lot of points for me just now, but we're going to give it a shot. I'm going to watch the movie. I'm going to provide running commentary, and then also our full review at the end of the film. If I can, I will include clips of the film, but otherwise, I don't know, I might try and take notes or something like that, and we'll just see how this goes. All right, let's do it. Okay, so I am settled in. I'm hanging out with my animals, and we are about to watch The Purple People Eater from 1988. Let's go. Turn it down a little bit. Very retro, the introduction. I think they just started playing with blending modes. Purple People Eater. What a strange song. What a strange idea for a song, and then to turn that into a movie. A one-eyed, one-eared, flying purple people eater. It eats people. That's how it survives. People is its sustenance. Let's write a fun, happy-dory song, hunky-dory song about it. I don't know. Very strange. Anyway, starring Ned Beatty and Shelley Winters. Neil Patrick Harris is in this movie, which is exciting. Mr. Noodle. John Brumfield as Mr. Noodle. This is still in the heyday of when movies had actual intros, where it was like an opening credits and not just like a cold open into the movie. I prefer cold opens.
Good job, kids. Let's look at the big picture. What's a few extra years in junior high?
Oh, wow. Screech.
You're spending some extra time in junior high.
He's not sleeping, but he's dreaming. This kid's all...
Only in the 80s could a public high school afford 14 trampolines.
He's daydreaming.
Billy.
Billy?
Earth calling Billy.
The school's out, Billy.
Oh, right. Have a good summer. Yeah, you too.
Leave Billy alone. He's got the tism. That's the least safe way to get it. What? Okay. Good job, Billy. That's not creepy at all. Of course, I guess in the 80s that was less creepy. That was just kind of normal. Nowadays, in 2025, you see an ice cream truck driving up behind some kid on a bike, you instantly think creepy. Welcome to the future. Easter the goose?
Easter, come on, Easter. Oh, Billy, why did I let you bring all these animals home?
But they're all different animals.
Yes, dear, but we're not a zoo.
I know.
Promise me you won't bring home another animal, not one.
I promise.
Not even as a present.
Foreshadowing.
Didn't Mom tell you? Tell me what? Grandpa's moving into my room for the summer. What? Why doesn't Grandpa move in with Mom and Dad?
I'm moving in with Billy and
What about my privacy?
Too bad, Bill.
I didn't know what else to do. Your grandfather offered to come over and take care of you, kid.
Dad, I don't need a babysitter.
I know, but I wouldn't feel right unless there was an adult around. You know, for Molly.
Molly.
I tell you what. This summer, the garage is yours. Yours only. Now park the station wagon out on the street and turn this whole place into a clubhouse.
Too old for a clubhouse.
Hi, Billy. Hello, Mr. Johnson.
Hello, Donna.
I heard you and Mrs. Johnson were leaving town again.
You heard right.
I'm glad you'll still be here, Billy.
Dad, these places always smell funny.
Well, your grandfather can't afford to be too picky, and he's too proud to take money from your mother and me.
So he'd rather live in squalor.
Grandpa?
I don't think he's got his hearing aid turned on.
Grandpa.
Or he's senile.
Hey, Pop!
Come on in. How long you been standing out there?
You're blind and deaf.
Yeah, I got enough for a week or so.
Sweet potato pie. Come on.
Rita, you shouldn't have done this. Oh.
Favorite.
Now, Rita, you remember Billy, don't you?
Hi.
And my son?
Of course.
Hey, Billy, you take that for me?
I want a sweet potato pie. What the hell?
Have a very nice trip. I visit and come back.
She doesn't suspect he's going to be living long enough to come back. He doesn't think he's ever going to come back.
How about you? You eat breakfast?
Prunes. 6 prunes a day. Every day.
Longfellow critter. Breakfast time. Come and get it. Hey guys, how you doing this morning? Here, Longfellow, just let me know when you want to sleep in the garage. Hey critter, here you go. Good morning, Miss Surface.
Hello, Billy. You know, Billy, it isn't very healthy talking to animals as if they were real.
Are they not real?
But they are real.
What kind of psychopath is she? Good God.
Well done. Well done. Your father used to come here with me all the time. He thought it was great. That was a long time ago.
Why did you and Dad stop coming here?
Superb. I guess your dad just got too grown up for the flying trapeze.
So is Neil Patrick Harris.
He's got too old to pal around with his dad.
Even at 13, the kid's like 30.
Okay. Oh, don't make me have to come up there and show you how. Life goes by.
I would pay to see that. I'm not sure that's how you paint with.
Watch it.
Oh, come on. What's a little paint on your hand?
Not your hand.
Now it is.
I never understood this scene in movies, and you know, it happens, it's like a trope at this point, where main characters or whatever, are painting a room, and then they just get silly with it and just start painting everything, either themselves or just like all over. It just doesn't happen. That's never happened. Never happened. And I find it to be dumb.
Very punk.
Is that good or bad? They're classics. Get up off your knees, go and see. They belong to your father. I saved every one of them. He looks so silly.
Jerry Lee Lewis? Little Richard?
All right, wait.
Berries?
I'm confused. Are they at Grandpa's house? Are they fixing up Grandpa's house now? Or are they at Billy's house? I don't remember. I'm confused.
Billy J. Rocket's Abby Checker?
That's what I'm saying. This kid is 13, but he's 30. There's no way he's going out of his way to pick this.
I always hated it when your father did that.
It's not funny. You know how hard it is to get paint out of your hair?
I better go try to cut calmer now.
Uh-oh. He's summoning the creature. What? What? He plays sax solos out of his horn? Oh no. All right. You could have cut that 10 seconds ago.
I'm Billy. I'm your friend.
Are you?
You stay right here. I'll bring you some food before I leave, and then I'll hurry back real soon, but you've got to stay here. See you soon, little purple.
He's going to eat you and your entire family.
Who are you? Is there someone in there with you? I heard you talking to someone in there.
Oh, Donna, you know me. Always talking to myself.
She's really creepy.
I really should help out my grandpa.
See? I'm catching up with the times, and it's all because of you. Excuse us, please. We'll pick up some plants. There's nothing like digging in the soil.
I like short shorts.
I haven't heard a horn like that since Dizzy Gillespie's time. I mean, the horns looked a little different. Billy,
Huh?
where are your manners? Introduce me to your friend.
I'm a one-night, one-horn flying purple people eater.
Mr. Purple People Eater, what's your lie?
Well, we're eating purple people and it sure is fine. But that's not the reason I came to land. I want to get a job in a rock and roll band.
Why? Why would they do that? I liked it better when he didn't talk. Just saying. Okay. Interesting choice.
Is that okay with everyone? Rehearsing 5 days a week is a lot. What's up? You okay? Purple, are you okay? Hold your breath. Man. Hey, Purple, stop it. Oh my God.
You can't stop kicking me. Why are always hard to kick us?
Here, I'll drown you.
Purple, are you okay? You'll be okay. You'll feel better tomorrow. Okay, come on. Come on, Purple. There you go.
Hitting them crushed red pepper too hard, I see.
Little puppy dog.
Just as a puppy. Wiener dog. Okay, you could have cut that 10 seconds earlier. 20 seconds earlier. Okay.
It's strange, but in a way it had a lot to do with my grandpa. You promise you won't tell? I promise.
This is creepy. I mean, I almost feel bad for that chick, but she's a creeper, so, you know. Why would you do that? We'll be right back after these dabs. My dabs today are going to be some of this permanent marker. Figure it might make this movie a little less awkward to watch. I don't know. So far, I don't hate it. Interesting storyline so far. All right, so not that this is necessarily a sign of approval of how much I am enjoying myself or loving it. I do still feel like this movie is dab worthy. Make of that what you will. All right, let's go.
I think this friend purple is good for you. You tell me something. Does he always wear that outfit of his?
Yeah, I think so.
I thought I'd paint the outside too, if you don't mind.
Well, fine, great. Paint the whole place if you like. By the way, I'm raising everybody's rent 10% starting next month.
Oh,
It's
fun.
the second rent increase in the past 6 months.
Well, hey, this place is looking so nice and luxurious, you're lucky I don't double the rent.
What'd you say?
Kidding. Kind of a compliment. Geez, you old folks take things so seriously. Oh,
Do you think I'm a millionaire from Social Security?
Hello. What? Did I call inquiring about a van? What's Elvis? Vulgar? Who are we to judge? Of course they're a little bit too far.
Grandpa is actually crazier than the crazy neighbor.
Because she snoops too much.
Snoops? Oh no. An orifice does not snoop.
Oh, did she say orifice?
Billy? Yes, Dr. Rubin.
What are we gonna play?
Yes, she's a very good friend. I'll be right over there.
It's not good.
Thank you for calling.
Probably had a fucking heart attack after you raised rent again.
She's sick. She hasn't been eating right or something. She fainted and fell down.
I'll go get dressed.
I'm fine. Really, nurse, I'm fine. How about just a little juice? No. A little soup? No.
How about a glazed donut?
Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh, it's so...
How about you, Nursey? Come on.
Nothing.
Nursey. Is that her name? Nurse Nursey?
Stop flirting and you can take your break now.
Billy,
Stop flirting.
Hope you feel better, Rita.
now what is this about not eating?
What is the point, Judy?
Rita, this isn't like you, is it?
No. Sam, I've had a pretty long life and I've had wonderful times. More than most people. And
The doctor says you're okay.
yes, but the doctor isn't being pushed out of his home. I've lived here over 22 years.
I knew it.
Not once was I ever late with my rent check.
This movie is one of the first examples of like charitable community saves, old woman from being evicted. Like, the joys of living in a fucking campground. But yeah, so I can already see where this is headed. They're going to do this concert at the Holiday Inn, which is a big venue apparently in their town. And he's going to raise a bunch of money and he's going to help the old lady keep her place. But like, that doesn't fix the problem. What about next month? What about the month after that? How much money are they going to raise in this concert? Anyway, all right, I'm being too literal. What is this, a christening? What? Some kind of Christian bat mitzvah? What? That's not your voice. They would not choose a band of 12-year-olds to do what? A senior citizen social? Wait, what? Was this always the plan? I love how they had to cut and not show him get out of the piano, because...
what's the story with the kid in the purple?
Oh, he's a
Come on, everybody, do the purple.
purple people eater.
Why is everyone okay with the fact that he's a purple people eater? He eats people.
What's he doing now?
The purple. Oh.
Oh. Everyone here is just far too funky. Oh, it's just a wedding, right? Okay, I guess I could have maybe surmised that it was a wedding. I don't know why I thought Christian bat mitzvah. There's no band of 12-year-olds playing weddings. I'm sorry, I just don't see it happening.
I'd like to talk to you about a record deal. Record deal? Yeah, I'd like to have you bring the band down to the studio next week. We'll talk. Studio? Oh, I thought you knew. MCZ Records. I'm the father of the bride.
So cheesy. Quick tip, never cut on a wink. So far, okay. Very interesting movie.
Happy birthday, baby.
Oh, the cake is so beautiful.
Make a wish.
Oh. If anybody asks how old I really am, they don't get any cake.
You're as young as you feel.
And
As young as you look.
So, like, 68.
He's got one of those videotape machines, and he's going to get a new pic.
Well, hey.
You're not invited. No one said come in.
Hey, buddy, hey. Oh, this is that super talented music kid, isn't it? So sing me a song.
Mr. New, would you like a piece of cake?
No, thanks.
It's my
I'd like more of your money that you do not have. You're being evicted?
notice.
Next week, everybody's to be out by Labor Day. I'm converting this place to condos.
Rita?
Oh, God.
Paramedics have done a fine job. Now it's up to Rita.
What do you mean, Doc?
Cases like this, the lock's up to the patient. The most important thing right now is that she want to live. We're ready for you, doctor.
That she wants to live. She
3 hours, Sam.
Thanks.
apparently doesn't. Just some movie nerdery on my part. That costume, there's just a lot of fur. I wonder what their solution was to make him cry. Like, what liquid? Because if it was just tears or saline water, effectively, salt water, it would have absorbed into the fur, and you wouldn't have seen such an illustrative tear roll down his face. It would have just been like a wet stain kind of rolling down his face, maybe. Unless they pushed a lot of water, but then it would drip like a faucet. So what, I mean, that must have been a thicker kind of like, but it still ran pretty, I don't know. Anyway, just something I'm curious about.
Grandpa? What's it like to die?
Why would he know? He's not dead. What? Yeah. What? What? Use your imagination, Doogie.
Yes, Dr. Rubin.
She's dead.
I see. Thank you for calling.
She passed early in the morning.
If you just would have let Rita stay in her apartment, she'd be okay, I know it. Hello? Yes, this is the right number for the band. Our next concert, we really don't have anything at this point.
Bill Ivey? You know comic relief? Well, the Purple People Eaters are putting on SOS. Save our seniors.
What he means is we're putting on a benefit concert. That's right, Save Our Seniors at the Elmwood Apartments on Labor Day.
Is this movie the origin of the meeting in hand? Whatever they do? What? I know that... But then they grasp. I don't know where the grasping comes in, but see, and this is the level. God, I hope I can get footage of this. This is the level of production that I would imagine their band to have. Where that first, I don't know, man. I don't know if that was, I don't know, a fever dream. Anyway.
That's great, Corey. Thanks. How's it going, Purple?
Where do they get the hats made?
Dandy, dandy, cotton candy.
What?
Everybody born gets a horn.
Everybody born gets a horn?
Purple.
Save our seniors.
Save our seniors. Wouldn't you like like to be a purple people eater too. I'd like to get my hands on that purple.
What an awkward character.
Hello. Hello. Come in. Come in.
She looks like she's ready to die, for sure.
Well, the city council will be there, and they've got a petition.
Ooh, look at Aunt Reed.
I thought he was going to say, ooh, petitions.
Myself.
Molly, can you iron me a shirt?
I don't know how to iron, and I'm almost 70.
I want City Hall to help us fight Noodle. What he's doing is just not right.
Wait, did he ask the 4-year-old to iron for him?
Boardwalk.
Why?
Or hotels.
Okay, let me have it. You might as well just take it all. And the property.
She's going to fall asleep on that iron. It's a fire hazard.
Oh, looks like bedtime to me.
Well, I'm not tired.
What do you say, guys?
She's going to scorch a hole in that shirt. Why would you ask her to iron it? She's a terrible ironer.
You sure you don't want to sleep in the living room?
Who yawns with the back of their hand? What? No.
Okay.
Wow, he's really gotten domesticated, hasn't he? Oh, where's he going? Why can't he sleep in the house? What is he? Is he still just a pet? Oh, does he have a tree and no spatial self-awareness? He would hear him. This is going to be one of the, if I do more of these movie reviews, and that is the plan, as long as this edits well and looks decent, it's going to be one of the things I'm going to harp on quite a bit is this concept, and it's just like it's a movie necessity, I guess. It's a mechanism through almost all cinema that like the human senses are literally and strictly defined by what the camera and quote unquote environmental microphones pick up in that sense. Like he was so close to him, he would have heard, hell, he would have felt the footsteps behind him through the ground. But they completely, for lack of a better word, neuter the human senses in every regard. And it's just to help the plot or scene work. And it's like, why not write your plot and or scene around the way it works? Like you could still even have it in a fantasy setting or a sci-fi setting, but like things like that, it's such a silly and simple thing to not do. And yet anyone with lived experience would know. They would hear someone behind them, not 10 feet behind them. You know what I mean? Like, and it just takes me out of the movie. So stay tuned for that. Okay. This is what I'm saying. He was in the mirror, and it wasn't until even after he touched his face that he reacted. Like, oh, you're here? Come on. Oh, this is a chase scene now? The most anemic chase scene I've ever... Oh, no. He's the most hapless, bumbling... He's never used his legs before. Legs are new. He's right there. He's literally within arm's reach. Oh yeah, now see you're on top of him. Oh man. All right, I'm not going to be too harsh. I'm going to relax. But that's one of the worst scenes in the movie. They could have shot that a billion different ways that wouldn't have been this aggressively aggravating.
If you're not at the concert, there is no concert. Got it?
That's your plan? That's your plan? Hideout Wally's. The bad guy's at the hideout. No one would have thought. No one would have thought that the bad guy took the hostage to the hideout.
Sick and tired. Rigger, shut up. I don't want anybody to hear. Got it? Now look, you sit there.
Oh, they're just...
So watch it. Understand?
I'm not even mad about the plot point. Like the bad guy, the antagonist, kidnapping the protagonist or co-protagonist, whatever, to prevent them from the thing. It creates more drama, it creates more tension. Like the plot itself isn't the problem here, but the blocking, the scenes, the acting.
9:30. Not too much longer. Your little benefit will be canceled.
Is Wally's like your establishment?
Hey, there you go.
Your Noodle. Oh, it's like a weird dog. That makes even less sense. Like, unless this is his bar, but he's not Wally. Oh, here we go again. Here we go again. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Stop. He's the most... Oh, I hate it. I hate it so much.
Hey, have you seen a purple guy about this high with a hole? Never mind.
I'm horse people. I don't like your kind. What? Oh, come on. Just impale him already. Just make him dead. Are you kidding me? You could pop the sidewall of a tire, but you couldn't fucking just slightly debilitate this asshole?
Come on, your friend is looking for you.
Oh my god. Horse lady saves the day. All right, I take it back. Horse people are cool. I got no beef with horse people. Oh my god. This does not feel safe. Oh my god, wait a second, hold on. But I gotta go back to that horse riding scene because it looked a little sus. Here comes the cavalry. Okay, all right. So that's an actor in a suit, and that is not an actor in a suit. Is it? Maybe? That does not seem safe. Running on pavement? Yeah, okay, that's still... That is... He's just the worst at everything. He's just the worst at everything. Is he gonna put out is he pulling out a sniper rifle? What's going on? Drive it. Drive it. You've been sleeping in it this whole time. It's not even a bed. It's a car. There we go. Oh, jeez. What? Don't surf it? What? Why? It doesn't make any sense. Don't stop for a hot dog. Why are you... How zany. I don't get it. And he's still right behind him. He endangered the safety of the public and didn't mean anything. Why would you go through... He's the worst at everything. There's a lot going on right now.
I'd like to thank everyone for coming. I'm not really used to speaking out and doing things like this.
You've been on stage several times already.
It wasn't my idea. It was my friends. My best friends.
Why are they still in luau?
And I think it's one of the best ideas ever. And how can we let the people of Elmwood be a victim?
Hula, whatever. Hawaiian dress, why?
Well, not really rich, but richer. It doesn't make sense. Evicting seniors is not right, and it shouldn't be allowed.
And it's not gonna happen. No. I'm gonna call for an emergency vote from the city council. And I'm gonna propose a city ban on the Ellenwood eviction and a law against anybody that is gonna put senior citizens out of their home. And I mean that on the hurry up side. All those in favor?
Well, they don't need to do the concert now. Great.
Motion passed at last.
I'm really confused as to why Little Richard is the mayor in this movie. Okay.
You made it. you.
You just did.
You're right.
I think it's time, Billy.
It's time for me to go. Your coma dream is over. Oh dear.
Again, that is not Billy's voice, and I think he's the one that's supposed to be singing. Why is Little Richard in this movie? Like, I don't hate Little Richard. Okay, hold on, wait. Yeah, see, don't eat me. He's a purple people eater. Let's not forget. But it's not even that I don't like or hate Little Richard, not at all. It's just that like Little Richard in movies, he's only, I think, ever brought Little Richard to the table. He is typecast as Little Richard as himself, effectively. Even if he's a character with a different name, they are casting him to be Little Richard. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense that he would be mayor. Like, why? Of all, just why?
I said, Mr. Purple People Eater, what's your line? He said, eating purple people, and it sure is fine.
Wait, so he only eats purple people? Is that why he's purple? Is it like a flamingo? Like he's eaten just so many purple people that is like his coat just reflects that? Is that what's happening? That's like, is that why he got hired? Okay. So the editing makes no sense. What a weird moment. What? Yeah, Little Richard is the mayor. Sure was. That's how this ends? Oh my. Okay. Give me a second. Well, that was a trip, or maybe a fever dream. Wow. Yeah, I have a lot of questions. So, all right. Overall, I enjoyed the experience. Overall, a decent flick. If you are, a family and you're looking for something you've never seen before, to sit down with your kids and watch something that they will most likely enjoy, even today, I think. Even with its campiness and, for a kid, that's kind of gonna wash over them, and it would probably maybe even be a win for them to some degree. But man, definitely a movie of its time. But even then, I feel like in '88, it was a weird movie. Yeah, it had some very interesting editing choices in some scenes that were held for too long. In my opinion, this is all my opinion, by the way. Some of the editing choices were odd. Some of the narrative choices were odd. Like, one scene that's popping in my head right now is when they're in the mall and Billy loses his grandpa and he can't find him. Like, he was right next to him, and then all of a sudden he just like vanished like a phantom. and then all of a sudden he's upstairs and he's like, Billy, come up here. And it's like, you wouldn't have just tapped Billy's shoulder and said, follow me upstairs? Why would he just phantom? Why would he just evaporate into thin air just to call him up? It just doesn't make sense to me. I can be very nitpicky with certain things. One of the examples from earlier, obviously, is my feelings of people's perception in their 3D actual environment, and like how you are way more aware of things that are happening that are nowhere even near you than you even know. And like to dull that down to a point where a human being is a mere automaton, a mere puppet, like that has no agency and has none of that sphere of awareness around them, and like literally like hopping down and like right behind him, boop, 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 and like you would totally. So anyway, all right, I don't want to get too far off the rails here, but so yeah, I can get kind of nitpicky with that stuff, I guess you could say. But I'm just like hyper aware of it, and it takes me out of the movie, so I'm gonna say something. So along those lines, I feel like, yeah, there was definitely some interesting editing and narrative choices. So plenty of the actors were fine. Grandpa was great. Rita was great. Billy was fine. Neil Patrick Harris, although again, he felt kind of like a 30-year-old in a 13-year-old body, but whatever. That's kind of his, I mean, he was Doogie Howser right around this time, or just after, or no, or I don't know if this was his, yeah, I'll see if I can figure it out, but that's always kind of been his thing. So, but then Mr. Noodle, I mean, and like, you know, it's a kid's movie, it's an 80s kids movie, which is super campy. I have to guess that was an active choice, was to make him that bumbling and terrible. But also, I also feel the actor was just not the best actor for that role. I feel like they probably could have picked a better actor for him, but it is what it is. And for the movie to be what it is, it's acceptable, because the whole movie is kind of silly and outlandish and questionable. So his character and his acting, it just kind of fits together. I really wish I understood the mechanism, I guess, behind the manifestation of Purple in the beginning. Where was the record magical? Was the record player magical? Was the record player somehow grounded to the earth and therefore broadcast itself? You know what I mean? Like, in such a way that like ripped a hole through space-time and literally plucked a purple people eater from their dimension and into ours, and it was just fine. It felt like at the end, it felt like Purple was there on a mission. And also, this calls back to the too soon. It's because it would have been, I guess, at least at that point in the movie, chronologically speaking, you know, the bad guy was still unchecked, and there was going to be no real good resolution through this. But once the mayor had passed this new law where old people are safe from eviction, which, by the way, we should have a law like that in the United States, but we don't. But like, I mean, I guess we just need to elect Little Richard. Is he still alive? Anyway, yeah, it seemed like Purple was on a mission when he's like too soon. So then the mayor passes the law, and now he's like, okay, I think it's time. And then they start playing the music, like maybe you would think, oh, it's time to get the show going, but no, it's time for me to leave now, because I have given you resolution to your problem. But like, he showed up before I mean, I guess not. How would he know that the landlord was a dick? Like, was Mr. Noodle really the linchpin? Was he the star in which all of these bodies were orbiting and, you know, coalesced together around? So many questions. I have so many questions that will not be answered today, tomorrow, or probably the next. I guess if you have any answers, I would love to hear your thoughts. I know that I'm overthinking and overanalyzing. That is kind of what this is going to be. It's kind of what I do, and I actually enjoy it. So I'm going to establish a rating system, because that's what these sorts of channels do sometimes. So, I don't know, man. I guess I'll just do stars. Maybe I'll come up with something more clever in the next few episodes. I don't know. But for now, it'll be stars. It'll be out of 5. And, I'm not really going to be ranking, okay, I'm going to make this quick. My battery's dying. I'm not really going to be ranking this, by different categories, just overall, my overall enjoyment of the movie, despite my nitpicks, or because of them. I'm going to give this a 3 out of 5. I'm going to stay safe. I'm going to give it a 3. It wasn't terrible. I don't know if I'd ever watch it again, but I also wouldn't, you know, whatever. It's a 3 out of 5 for me. All right, that does it for the first episode of Off Script Cinema. And yeah, thanks for checking it out. Like and subscribe, leave some comments, suggest another movie, please. I'm down. I'll try and find it. If I can't, I'll let you know. But if I can, then it gets added to the list. So I'll see you in the next one.